This is a demonstration on how to annotate onto a picture or an image using Microsoft Word so that you could use almost anything to annotate and create multimedia. So in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to use images and text. So what I did was I just took a screenshot of this is the corner of the Microsoft Outlook mail site, and I'm going to demonstrate how you can get to another piece of application called Sway, which you could use for your final project if you like. There are other options, but this is one that's available to you and is free. So I took another screenshot of inside the app here. So I've just dragged into the Microsoft Word document the screenshot, and if I right click on it, which on a Macintosh computer is to hold down the control button, you can see that you can format the picture. I'm sorry, it's getting a little out of the video here. But once you choose format the picture, there's a whole bunch of things that you can do with formatting the picture. A few things you want to keep your eye on has to do with the layout, whether or not it's in front of text in Microsoft Word, or if it's in line with text. You could set these as a default. You'll have to look these up on the internet to find out how to do that, or just Google it and see that. You can adjust the size, which you could also do by dragging the corners. But the big thing will be the layout, where it sits on the page and how you can use that. And there's all sorts of other things that you could do here. So that's one thing that you'll need to do, and you can adjust the corners by just grabbing the little corners here and changing the size if you like. Great. Once I've got my pictures in there, I'm just going to go right up here into shape. And I'm going to choose a basic block arrow because I know what I want to do. You can get fancy if you like. Fancy isn't always better. You can just decide how you want to do this. So it's completely up to you what works. So I just click on a shape, and now I'm going to click and hold. If I didn't click and hold, I could grab the corner, and there's my shape. And I can put the shape anywhere I want to and drag it around. There are ways that you can adjust the shape. Again, just Google it to get more information. I want this to be brief. One of the things you do want to know is if you right click, again on a Mac it's Control, and there's a right click on a mouse, and there's that format shape which I wanted to show you before. But if I click on it here, what we're going to do now is we're going to change the fill. So I just change the fill. I want something that sticks out. I can also change the line, like what's around it. Is it black? And you can change it, the gradient and weights and arrows. Do I want it to be dashed? Do I want it to be heavy? What point do I want the line? So if I want to make it quite thick, I can. And as I change it, you'll probably be able to see it and change it here. And click OK, and you can turn that into a default as well. So really what I'm going to be pointing out here is I want that to click. Good. Once I have that shape, what could I do? Well, just copy and paste it and click anywhere on the document again and paste. Now I have a second one, and now I could use this arrow here. Great. So now I've got my arrows. You could change them if you want. We can insert a text box and text box, that's it, and just say in Word, where are we in? Outlook, look for the options. Great. And I can change my text here just as you could change anything that you like. Just grab it here. If I just want to change the font, you can. If you want to change the size, that will be great. Let's make it nice and big and bright. You can also change the color if you really would like it to stand out. Completely up to you. That's it. I can also change the formatting of this if I want it in the center and pull that up, and it should be right like that. And I don't know how that looks, but you fuss with it a little bit. And then I'll do the same thing here to show you how to get to Sway. And that's how you create an annotated document in Word. I would, of course, save this document, and then what you could do, if you like, is then you just make a screenshot of this or save it as a PDF. That's it.